As we get older, attendance to birthday parties changes to attendance in wedding parties. Whether it's a friend, sibling, or coworker, weddings are becoming more often in our lives. Today I'm going to tell you about the duties of being a maid or matron of honor. The role of the maid of honor is similar to that of the best man, with the difference being that your duties are related to the bride. The maid of honor's main role is to help the bride in planning her wedding and being the bride's maid consultant. She must assist the bride constantly throughout the entire planning process, especially during the stressful times close to the wedding day. These duties can be broken up into pre-wedding and wedding day festivities. Overall, weddings are hard work, and it falls to the maid of honor to help handle some of the important details. The temperament of the bride and the scope of the wedding will have a big impact on how much or how little of the planning organization the maid of honor will be responsible for. When assisting the bride, the maid of honor may be part facilitator, secretary, delivery person, counselor, decorator, or just about anything else. Some pre-wedding tasks include scouting out the wedding and reception locations. After that, when the guest list is handled, you may have to help with invitations, whether it be picking them out or stuffing envelopes. Another maid of honor task is to help the bride shop for her wedding dress and help choose the bridesmaid dresses. The maid of honor helps the bride bustle her dress for the reception or before the dancing begins. This is something that should be practiced at one of the dress fittings. Once those big decisions have been made, it is important to help with the planning stress of the reception. Decisions on seating chart, food to serve, music chosen, and centerpieces are made plenty of time in advance to the wedding. The two events hosted by the maid of honor will be the bridal shower and the bachelorette party. The lifestyle and personality of the bride will help decide the vibe and events during both of those parties. At all pre-wedding parties, keep a record of all the gifts received. The final pre-wedding task of the maid of honor is writing the speech. The speech can be as long as a few minutes or as simple as a toast. It is important to include in the speech your relation to the bride, some personal stories about the bride, and details about the couple's relationship. Throughout the duration of engagement to the end of the reception, the maid of honor must troubleshoot emotional crises. In most cases, this will require lots of tissues, hugging, and hair smoothing. The maid of honor continues to be a trusted friend, a good listener, and a smart advisor. Once the wedding day has arrived, all the preparation that you have done is put to the test. The day will start with helping the bride deal with the dress, hair, and jewelry. It is also your job to keep the bridesmaids on schedule. It is the maid of honor's duty to check last-minute details, acting as the messenger between bride, groom, family, and friends. After the bride has gone down the aisle, you are in charge of handling the dress and veil issues, whether it be lifting, fluffing, or arranging. Once the ceremony has started, you are to hold the groom's ring and bride's bouquet. After the ceremony, the maid of honor is part of the receiving line. After pictures, it is time for the reception. At the reception is where you will deliver your speech or toast. After dinner and before dancing, you will participate in the first dance, partnered with the best man. You are to play hostess along with other bridesmaids at frequent points during the reception, show guests where to sit, direct them to restrooms, tell them where to put presents, and invite them to sign the guest book. It is important to make sure the bride gets a moment to eat something, refresh her drink, get her a plate of food from the buffet, or instruct the waitstaff to keep her entree warm. The dynamic between the bride and the maid of honor will impact how the planning process unfolds. If you're a maid of honor, it couldn't hurt to be a sympathetic ear, have limitless patience, and have a sense of humor. Overall, keep the bride laughing. For the stressed-out bride, laughter can be as effective as venting. There's tremendous pressure for everything to go smoothly. However, by knowing your duties and preparing ahead of time, making sure you have plenty of written schedules, checklists, and maps to guide you, you can remain calm. If you play your part well, you will be instrumental in making the wedding day a success.